Hey guys, what's going on? Druzy here, back again with another South Park Phone Destroyer video, and some exciting information here on the channel today as the Goth Kids have been finally announced for Phone Destroyer. All four of the Goth Kid cards. This is card art we have seen for years. This is not new information. It's new information that they're finally being released into the game, obviously, but the Goth Kids are finally coming, and as you can see, they're all going to be neutral cards, so there is not going to be a new theme tied around the Goth Kids. This has been speculation by the community for a long time that this is what was going to happen when the Goth Kids finally came into the game, and it looks like that is not going to be the case. So they are going to non-conform and be neutral. They are not going to pick their own theme or be different in any way from anyone else. So, the first card we are going to get is actually going to be Firkle, as you can see in the top left, and Firkle will be a common assassin card. He will have a death wish that allied Goth Kids will get a +8 attack. So, realistically, this card will probably be worthless until the other three come out. So, as you can see, Michael will come, Pete, and Henrietta, and as you can see, Henrietta will be the fourth legendary card in neutral, and it will be the first theme to probably get a fourth legendary card unless for some magical reason one comes out before it. Now, the other question that many of you are probably going to be asking, when are all these cards coming out? I don't know. Nobody does except Red Links, and as far as I can tell, it's probably going to take some time before all four of these cards are coming. Now, the plus side is all four of these cards are already, I guess technically aren't in the game, but there is a small clip that I will show you here of video gameplay of Firkle that will show all four cards on screen. So all four cards exist somewhere within the game. They're just not released yet, obviously, because Firkle will be the first one. He will be available in the weekend event this coming weekend, so starting Friday, Firkle will be available. So until then, you can't play the Goth Kid cards. But this has been some cards or some characters that the community has wanted, again, for a long time. And I'm excited to play them out. But I don't understand Firkle being first. Based on his death wish, what it does, it seems pointless because the Goth Kids aren't in the game other than him. So his death wish is pointless. He's basically a pointless card. I probably won't play him much. I might use him in the event, obviously, because he's neutral, so I can use him in any deck I want. But I may not play him very often. I mean, it's just the reality of the situation. Until these other three come out, it's pointless to play him, and that's just the reality of the situation. I will show you his stats real quick. So these are the stats for only Firkle right now that we know of. So as you can see, at max 7, 230 HP, 237 attack, 48 HP and 49 attack at level 1 with the 8 attack boost. So it looks like his attack boost that he's going to be giving to the other Goth Kids will max at 38 at level 6. So, I mean, that's nice that you're going to get that plus 38 attack boost. From the looks of it, as we're going to show here in the video, it looks as though it could be dangerous to get all of this to happen. Also, the main thing that we're not going to know specifically from this information or from this video that we're about to look at is, as you can see here, the ability will proc to all the Goth Kids here on screen from Firkle. But the question is it a ranged ability? So as you can see, Firkle was fairly close when he died to give that plus 20 boost at challenge mode levels to the other kids. Now the issue is, if Firkle dies, say, for whatever reason, say an arrow storm drops, right, and Firkle is placed in the back, does that mean it will give the ability to any Goth Kids on the screen? Assuming based on his stats and based on his information, it would sound like that is the case. Will that ultimately be the case, or is there a range effect as far as Firkle needs to be close to the other Goth Kids? Because if that's true, that's problematic for this, because obviously Satan here on screen could wipe all these cards out. I mean, well, Henrietta will be a tank, so she probably won't die immediately to something like Satan. But Satan would easily kill Pete, possibly kill Michael, and obviously kill Firkle. So Firkle, from the sound of it, is basically like you want him to die, essentially. Like his stats are irrelevant other than to give the ability to the other Goth Kids. But then the other Goth Kids, if they're all bunched up like this, Fireball, Satan, Lava, what have you, there are a lot of options to deal with them. But I mean, I'm excited for the Goth Kids coming out. Don't get me wrong. It's been a card that, or these have been cards that, again, this has been art that's been leaked for a long time. I talked about this over 2 years ago in a video about the Goth Kids card art, and all the card art stayed the same, obviously. So this has been something that Red Lynx has had at their disposal for a long time, and it seems weird that it's coming out now. And again, it sounds like all these are going to synergize together. As far as what their abilities are going to be doing, similar to what Superheroes kind of does with Coon, right? That he has the teamwork ability. Is there going to be something along those lines with these cards, or is it going to be something completely different? I guess we're going to have to just wait to find out. But I feel like it's going to take some time to get all 4 of these cards. We might see another one relatively soon. I would assume we might get one more before the end of the year. And then as far as will we get all of them by the end of 2020, I doubt that. I would assume maybe by March of next year we'd have all 4 of these cards. And that's just my guess. Again, I have no idea, but it could happen. One big thing that if you don't get Firkle in the event that's coming out this weekend, he will be the featured card in the Battle Pass that will be starting on Thursday. So you'll have plenty of opportunities to get your hands on Firkle, so I wouldn't rush into buying a whole bunch of packs for Firkle, personally, because, again, until these other Goth Kids come out, Firkle is pointless. That's just the reality of the situation. I mean, you could say, well, Druzy, he still has stats, right, and he can still do something. But, I mean, like, from what it looks like on screen, or based on his stats, the most important part of his kit is to get this attack boost. And if he can't get this attack boost because all the other cards don't exist yet, then there's that, and that's kind of disappointing. But we can watch the rest of this clip real quick to kind of see Firkle's attack.
I have nothing to lose in this point.
So it looks like I believe he has a pair of scissors, similar to maybe Bandita Sally's, as far as what his item is that he's using. I'm not 100%. Maybe, I mean, it looks like, or maybe it's a tiny knife or like a shank or something like that he's using.
This seems a bit.
Also, as you can see, this, I believe, is one of the, well, I think this is actually an old Goth Kid hat. So this is not the new Goth Kid stuff from the Battle Pass.
Blasphemous.
But yeah, that's all we have. This is literally all the gameplay, 15 seconds of Firkle and kind of seeing what he can do. Obviously, you know, also killing Jesus. Red Lynx, was that orchestrated to have Satan and Firkle kill Jesus? I'm just saying. And one other thing, other than after, obviously, the assassination of Jesus, that I do want to mention real quick is we do possibly know at least 2 of the other cards what their possible energy costs are going to be. As you can see on screen here, we have Michael at 3 energy cost, and I believe if we go over here, we can see Pete at 4 energy costs. So we do possibly know. Now this is subject to change. Remember, Red Lynx can change their mind at any time. But Michael could be 3 energy, Pete could be 4 as the range card, and then Henrietta, again, we will not know. She does not show up, I believe, in this. So again, subject to change. Michael could be 3, Pete could be 4, and then Henrietta, I would assume, would be 5 later down the road. But again, we'll just have to wait and find out. But yeah, we do know that these guys are coming. We don't know when. But I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. I will keep you guys informed, obviously, when I know more information on when Michael, Pete, and Henrietta are going to be joining Firkle on the battlefield in Phone Destroyer. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys are excited about this theme as I do. And let me know in the comment section if you have any thoughts or ideas on what these other 3 cards, what they're going to do. Because obviously we don't know yet, and we hopefully will know very soon. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, guys, my name is Druzy.